Alright guys, so story time. What's good guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel and welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be kind of a little bit different because I want to talk to you guys about my 5 years natural transformation since I started taking fitness seriously back on 2015. So what I'm going to do guys is to, well, explain you guys what I was doing year by year since 2015 to basically today. The picture you're seeing right now was back in 2015. That was like probably the first week of September 2015, and that was kind of like the first turning point. That was kind of my main turning points because that was the day that I decided to, well, that I wanted to change, that I wanted to improve and just build a better body, a better physique, and change my relationship with myself, with food, and basically to completely transform myself. But before we talk about that, we need to take a look back to what led to that point. That was kind of my actual first turning point. I was 16 years old back then, and I mean, as you can see, I was not like super overweight or like fat or anything like that, but I could, you know, lose a couple of kilos. So yeah, I was actually already lifting at the gym and I was training and everything, but I had no clue what I was doing. I was just going with the flow. I was going to the gym and doing whatever I thought, well, whatever I felt like doing on each day, and I literally had no idea what I was doing because honestly I didn't have anyone to teach me what to do or how to eat or anything basically. So I wasn't even taking fitness seriously, so it was like, yeah, just going to the gym, doing some sort of physical activity, and that was it. That summer, 2012, there was a defining moment where everything kind of changed. I was on a little vacation with my family. We rented a house near the coast here in Barcelona, and one of the days where we were just hanging out at the pool, you know, and I got out of the pool and I looked down and I saw my belly, which by the way, seeing it, I mean, from my vision right now, I was super bloated because of the bad eating of those days on vacation and not enough water intake, so I was pretty bloated and everything. So I looked down and I saw my belly, as I said, super bloated, but had no idea back then. And I was like, all right, that's enough. I don't want to look like this anymore. This needs to change. So from that day, I just started exercising a lot more. I was doing like 3 or 4 hours of exercise a day. I was going to the gym, but I was spending 1 hour of it like on the treadmill running, and then doing some abs and push-ups or whatever. And I was eating less. I was not eating better, I was eating less. So you combine eating less and exercising more, what do you get? Boom, weight loss, right? So I lost like 4 kilos within a month, during August 2012. And then when I got back home from the vacation, I just kept exercising like crazy and eating less and less. Not better, I want to repeat that, not better. I was just eating less. And I just kept losing weight and went from 72 kg on that first peak I showed you from 2012 to probably 63 or 64 on November 2012, which was almost 10 kilos down in 3 to 4 months. From there, I just got the momentum of, well, controlling more what I was eating and just doing exercise on a regular basis. So I just kept doing that for a year or so, or a couple of years, and I actually got down to 50. Well, the first peak I showed you from 2015, this one that you're watching right now, that you're seeing right now, I was 58.5 kilos there, but my lowest weight was 54 at the age of 18. I'm 173. So you can tell that was pretty damn low. And that was actually the lowest and darkest point of my transformation. I was starving myself during the week. I was eating, I think, anywhere from 700 to 800 calories, which that right now it's just my breakfast. So extremely low calories. And yeah, I was just starving myself Monday to Friday. Saturday would come. Saturday was my cheat day, so I would binge eat everything in my sight on Saturday. On Sunday I would feel like shit, both mentally and physically, so I would get back to my starving mode until the following Saturday. So I was in that never-ending cycle of starving myself and binge eating. So yeah, as I said, that was my lowest point and my darkest point of my transformation, and probably of my, not of my life maybe, but one of the lowest points of the darkest points of my life. I mean, I was pretty depressed and sad all the time, and my hormones were crazy, and I don't know, I just hated myself for what I was doing. I just hated my body, hated my own self, and just yeah, I was living in a very dark place, mentally talking, back then. And that was a moment where I decided that it was enough. Like, it's enough hating myself, enough hating my body, enough hating food, enough being on this very dark place, mentally talking. So what I did was I hired an online coach, and I actually kind of used that as an excuse to just force myself out of that place, because I was like, okay, since I already paid him, I better do what he says, otherwise I will be just losing my money. So I hired this online coach. We did a 3-month bulk. I stick 150% to the plan, and I gained like 7 kilos or so. Pretty lean mass. I mean, not 100% muscle, but honestly, I was still pretty lean, which was not really hard, because once again my starting point was 58.5 kilos, and that was September, and by December that year I was 64, 65. So yeah, and I also, during that time, those first 3 months with the coach, I just started doing a ton of research on nutrition and training and supplementation and everything fitness related. I just started doing what I should have done like years before, which is just really studying and learning and researching and actually investing my time into, growing my knowledge on nutrition, training, supplements, motivation, mindset, and basically everything, once again, everything fitness related. So got done with the coach after 3 months. I kept on bulking on my own, and I reached once again 72 kilos, and that's the picture you're seeing right now. Now, I know there is quite a lot of fat and water weight there, but the point I want to make here is, for me, that was not just a physical transformation, which was pretty obvious. It was like 14 kilos in like 7 months, which is quite a lot. It was more, the mental transformation, because I got back to 72 kilos without feeling guilty or hating myself. I was quite the opposite. I was actually loving my body, and I was loving myself, and I was loving the place I was in, mentally talking. So the fact that I could push myself to gain 14 kilos more and not hate myself for doing so, that was pretty amazing, to be honest. It was not just the physical transformation, which is, once again, it's pretty obvious. It was all about the mental transformation. So yeah, got to 72 kilos in February 2016. Started my cut because it was time to cut, because I was actually pretty bulky and pretty fluffy. So I did my first cut, and since I already had done a lot of research in nutrition and everything, I knew how to, at least I knew the theory about how to, create a caloric deficit and doing a cut. So that was time to put it into practice. Went from there in 2016 to this on June 2016, which was like 4 months cut. I think I cut down to 63 kilos probably, or 62.5. 63. So that was a pretty good cut, especially for being the first one and my first cut ever, and doing it on my own. So from there I just kept repeating the process year after year, and just learning more about my body, learning more about nutrition, training, mindset, motivation, and just expanding my knowledge in everything that it comes to fitness and self-development. Kept doing that. This was 2017. Pretty good change already, I got leaner than I did on 2016. Then 2018 got pretty I mean, not pretty big, but actually quite bigger than 2017. A pretty solid amount of muscle mass was gained during that year from 2017 to 2018. 2018 to 2019 was boom. Actually, I got pretty lean as well. Not shredded or anything like that, but I was pretty lean last year. And yeah, I mean, this is basically it. From 2015 to 2000, I mean, this picture is from 2019 because right now I'm into the full bulk life. So if I put a picture of myself next to the picture of myself in 2015, the change and the difference is not that impressive. But anyways, if you want to see my current physique, boom, that's it. But there is a complete different person, mentally talking, a completely different man. A lot of more muscle mass, less body fat. It's the most important thing, a way better mindset and a way better relationship with myself and with food. Fitness did not only transform my physique, as I always say, fitness has truly changed my life and for the better. And it has given me a purpose in life, it has given me a passion and a goal, which is to help and serve as many people as I can through fitness. So this was it, guys. This was my, like I said, my 5 years natural transformation, even though I took you back all the way to 2012, but I always say that 2015 was my day one, if you want to call it like that, because that's when I decided to truly take fitness seriously. 2015 was the beginning, 2020 is the today, and this has only started. So I cannot wait to see where I get and where you guys get in 5, 10 years, 15 years more. Honestly, guys, if this video was able to motivate or inspire, even if it's just one of you, my job is done. If it was able to inspire you to become better, not just physically in any way, but if it inspired you to become better at whatever it is, once again, my job is done. And that was my goal with this video, guys, to share my transformation, so you guys get to know me a little bit better and to see where I was and where I am right now, and to basically inspire you guys and motivate you to do the same. So yeah, this was it for today, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe and join the family. Thank you so much if you do, and I'll see you in the next one.